Can you stop now? Hi, how are you? Good evening.
Hi.
Tafia. Yeah, Tafia again.
Hi.
Can you stop now?
Hi.
Hello, welcome back again. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Monday. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. And welcome back to Quincy Talk again. It's a lovely day. How was your day? Mine was great. I hope yours is great. Today we are talking about discovering yourself. It's a new beautiful year, and there are some certain things that you would like to, want to take time just to reflect on yourself before all the new revolution stuff that is, going on in the world. I want to do this, I want to do that, and that, which are all great things to do and to say as well. But in order for all these goals and plan and new resolution thing to happen, there are some key points that we must also, keep in mind, and that is the part of discovering yourself. When you discover yourself, like I keep on saying it, that a lot of people they don't actually know themselves. They don't know themselves. They they run by the program that is being programmed by somebody else, in the sense that they do things that is just said to them, not what they discover or they think for themselves. For you to be able to achieve some certain goals in life, you need to understand yourself, like, oh, this thing is good for me. Like I will say, this t-shirt is good for me. It might not be good for me, it might not be good for you, but for me it's fine. You see, that is because I have known that myself. No, no, that is because I have known that myself, I know what is good for me. I don't need somebody else to tell me that this is something is good for me. Like some people will say, they want someone to choose things for them, so that they can decide. But I'm not that type. I'm that type that I know what I want and I know how to get it. And no matter what other opinion is, it is me, because it is the art of me discovering what I like and what I love. And since I know what I love and what I like, so I don't need opinion, you know, from other person to decide that. So today, if you are just joining in YouTube, people, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please kindly give a thumbs up. We are talking about discovering yourself, and the key point of discovering yourself is the art of knowing some violent things. Excuse me. So, as we were talking about discovering yourself, please, YouTube channel, if you are just joining in, please kindly share, please invite people, and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my Monday Talk again. It's Quincy Talk on the line, and today we are talking about discovering yourself. Yes. So I wrote a few key points down, just to keep in mind when we talk about this discovering yourself, like I always do. I wrote down some key points so that, we'll talk about and we will not miss the points. So discovering yourself is the art of you knowing more about yourself, like self-awareness. Yeah. You know, it is also something that is very vital that we be aware of ourselves. There are some things that you just know that you do it. Like few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, there's something that just come to my awareness that I always do it. And it just like pop up like, why you always do this? And I'm kind of like, ah, that's true. That is the self awareness. You discovering things about yourself, things you do unconsciously without you even kind of thinking or knowing about it. You just do it. And because of those things, you can see that sometimes you get a bit out of hand. And sometimes it's not there. You know, it's not there. And because it's not there, you kind of like, ah, ah, those are the things. So today, and as we talk about self-awareness, one of the things that I so much love about this discovering yourself is the part of self-awareness. You become aware of the things you do. You become aware of what you are doing. You become aware of, the things that you are so good at and the things that doesn't work for you. So I just put on this note. I said, the more you know yourself better, the more you can tolerate from other people. Because you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself for you to be able to, tolerate other people. If you don't know yourself, you might not be able to tolerate other people. You can, when we talk about introvert and extrovert, there are some certain key points that is just like, oh, you know, um, and that is one of those things that is so kind of like, ah, some people still don't know they're introvert, and some people still don't know they're extrovert. And you can see it in things like that. You can see it when it happens. You can see that when you know yourself that you are this kind of person that is so cool, cozy, and you know yourself that you are this person that, then you know what to tolerate. Then you know what you cannot tolerate. And most people is that the fact that when they also know what they are or who they are, it help them to also set boundaries, because you can. Oh, thank you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can know what you can tolerate from other person. I also wrote down here that good evening to you. I also wrote down here said the more you know yourself, the better you can tolerate other people, the people misconduct, because you can only decide for yourself, not other person. You see, that's one thing that we kind of like, why this person is not doing this. I can't believe that this person is that. I can't believe that this person is that. But the truth of the matter is that you don't know. And the truth of the matter is that it's just that those people, they only can decide for themselves, not for other person. And there is nobody that can, decide for other person. You can just assume. I thought you would know. I thought you would understand. You expect that person to know. The fact that you can think clearly doesn't mean that other person can think clearly. Because you know, it doesn't mean that other people can know. That is the self-awareness. People, you have to be aware of yourself so that you can also know how to tolerate other person. So I'm just going to keep this video short, not as much as long, because it's something that is Monday, and I just want to pour this message out there. You know, what you or about self discovery, discovering yourself. So I also put one key point that I so much love is that what you like determine what you don't like. That is just the way it is. It is what you like that will determine what you don't like. So that is the fact that discovering yourself is very important. That when you get to know yourself, you will also get to know what you like and what you don't like, and how you can set a boundary for it, and how you can tolerate other people. So I put down a key point. I talk about self awareness, which is very important. You can't discover yourself when you are not self aware. Self aware is the ability for you to know the things around you, the things that work for you, the things that work against you, the things that doesn't work for you at all, the things that is not even adding value to you, the things that is working against you, and the things that is not just on the place. That is self awareness. And I also put one, the key point I so much love about is called discipline. When you talk about discovering yourself, it's also the way that you can discipline yourself, because now you know that what you like and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So you also have you also have the enablement, to discipline yourself to the good direction of what you like. So I love about this discipline. And I also said the you in you, the fact that you know yourself as a being, but there is also fact that there is the other part of you that you care to know. It's like the you in you. I call it the you in you. It's like this person, Quincy, is getting to know this Quincy, the male Quincy. I always put it like the you in you, because that's just the way it is. One of the things that when we talk about this, the you in you, is that sometimes you will be surprised that there are some certain things you thought you know about yourself that you don't really know. And when sometimes people will say, I don't trust anybody, I only trust myself. And I look at them and I laugh. I said, because if you, the reason why I laugh is because it's very obvious. How can you trust somebody you don't know? How can you trust yourself that you don't even know? It's not possible. So for you to trust yourself, you have to know yourself. And most people don't even know themselves. So how can you trust something you don't know? So that is something about the you in you, the ability for you to know the real you and know what the real you do. And is also the funny part of me is that, sometimes people will say, oh, you are so lovely and kind and laughing and calm. I will look at them, calm? Really? Wow. You don't want to see the other side of me. Because if you see the other side of me, you will run. And you see, that is the you in you. That is the other part of me that people don't see. And your attitude will decide if you want to see that or not. Yeah, that's just that. So, and then the other key point I also put down is determination. Determination is the ability for you to stay focused. Determination is the ability for you to stay on the right track. And determination is the ability for you to set a goal and achieve it. And determination is the ability for you as a being to be able to understand what you do and what you don't do. So, and then the other one I also put about the boundaries. You know, when you discover yourself, it enables you to set the boundaries. It enables you to decide what you like and what you don't like. It enables you to also know what you can do and what you cannot do. It also enables you to do, to understand that these are the things that work for you, these are the things that does not work for you. So it's just a time, I would say sit down, evaluate some certain things, and discover the you in you. It's called discovering yourself. So I just want to keep this message as short as possible because it's Monday. We are still putting out things and it's the beginning of the week just to freshen your week up. That go and discover yourself, and there are so good things in your life that you would like to discover. That will be great when you discover it. You will see that there are still very good stuff going on in your life. So thank you all so much for joining in. If you are just coming in, thank you so much. Thank you for the sharing, the liking. Thank you for everyone. I see you back on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye.
Tomorrow you're not doing the video.
No.